Welcome back to Callahan's Corner. We asked a question jump live right here on Facebook. Had a user submitted question last week. Mike, in your lawn care company, how did you create route density? And how did you have the time to actually follow up and get live quotes to the people in the existing neighborhoods that you're already doing your lawn mowing and fertilizing services in, and in the winter, snow removal? So I'm going to open up the screen in normal fashion here and take a look at how to build route density with minimal time, if not any time. We've got a fully automated way that we utilize now to actually go in and build route density for lawn care services, as well as snow removal or pavement and asphalt sealing. So without any further delay, I'm going to open up the screen here and take a look at here what the question was driving. So one of my previous videos, we had showed my lawn care company, Callahan's Lawn Care, and the route density in upstate New York here with all those blue pins are actually clients. The gentleman wanted to know, Mike, current process that you would recommend and have utilized in the past to actually create this route density I'm showing on the screen. Well, the previous process was a bit more manual. The new updated process we're going to recommend is actually a fully automated way to go out and build route density as we're looking at it right here. So what we're going to do is driving in something called a 9-around. Learned about this tactic from Jonathan Patoshnik, the co-founder of Service Autopilot. So I want to give credit where credit's due. But what we're going to do is go in, and every time one of these new pins pops into our software inside Service Autopilot, we're going to connect a product called Send Jim. And what it's going to do is drop a pin and an offer and send 9 direct mailings around to the neighbors all around that new client. We're going to do that up to 2 to 3 times to create this route density. So I've got a couple examples here of just a generic mock-up, but what we're going to have here is scan the QR code for an estimate under 20 minutes. We've got an example here from Tyler that we're going to be doing with some pavement here in a case study in the next week or two for pavement sealing. But this is an example of a flyer I would recommend for your service business. We're talking about what are you tired of? So all the things that people don't like around the service and things they don't trust around a contractor. And then in addition, why you should hire us. So why they're different. And we've got scan here for a QR code. And if you get X amount of neighbors to sign up, there's a discount of X amount percent or X amount of dollars off your first visit. And we're going to create some scarcity only for 10 days in a deadline. So once we've created we've acknowledge the negative, we've overcome it, why we're different. We're going to create a deadline in the actual copy for when the special runs out, and we're going to have them scan here for an instant estimate. And the quick mock-up I made inside Send Jim, where they're called quick sends, the 9-arounds, that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be trying to drive route density here as we've got in my Service Autopilot account. Now the key to this is once they click into this QR code, we're going to have them sent right over to a landing page for Simple Estimate. And if you're already using Simple Estimate, feel free to give us a shout or drop us a call at or an email at sgecall.com. That landing page will set you up with a calendar link if you're interested in this. But the methodology here is they're going to click this QR code and instantly be sent over. So once a new client comes in here on the main screen, a new pin drops in Service Autopilot. That's going to automatically trigger a postcard to the 9 surrounding homes of the new client you just picked up. We're going to recommend 2 to 3 times we do that for consistency. We've got a flyer like this here with a QR code. Once they hit the QR code, they're going to a landing page on your website and are using Simple Estimate. Previously was Estimate Cart, and Simple Growth has gone out and actually purchased that software, spent the last 6 months refining it, and we've just relaunched it. So the idea is you would go in and actually type in your service address here, your client would, after you've actually done that, and they're typing in their information in here, and this is all going to be automatically synced to Service Autopilot, creating a lead in the system. And if they buy, it's going to hook into a PCI compliant credit card form automatically with Clarent. And I'm going to quit talking here for a minute while I type this in here and kind of show you what this looks like. But the idea here is that now that we have this in, we've got a new client that comes in, and we've done that here. So the new client comes in, we send the card, they hit the scan the QR code, they go in, they type in their information, and on the left, it shows them what not to do. And on the right, it says, hey, color this in with your finger on your phone, or your mouse, and we're going to be able to give these neighbors of your current clients an instant estimate. And literally all they're going to do, usually it's in green, but for my demo account here, I made this red just so it really sticks out for the screen shares. But all they're doing just really quickly is just going in and filling in the service area. And you could see in the upper right-hand corner there, right up here, it's calculating the square footage. And what that's going to do is make a price based on your actual pricing in the back end of Simple Estimate. And if you need some help, we have some services to help you get those services. But wow, look how accurate that is and quick. So now you've gone in and we're going to hit save up here in the upper right hand corner and get a quote, and boom, instantly we got pricing for lawn mowing, fall cleanup, core aeration, fertilization. The cool thing is these can be priced based on a pricing matrices. So on square footage for turf services, square footage for pavement services such as sealing or snow removal, or we can do hourly. So right here, the fall cleanup can be built out at a minimum of say $250 and 65 bucks per man hour. Core aeration, same idea. If you're in upstate New York or anywhere in New York and you need to include your EPA numbers and the different information, we can make this actually legal. And what they can do is add the subscriptions here as we go in. And then they're going to go to the actual checkout here on the bottom. And then it's going to go in and actually bring in the system here, the different services. And based on what they selected, it may not even be a service that is applicable as far as maybe it's an add-on. So we have a whole bunch of different ways of tackling this here. And we can go in and customize your terms and conditions. And when you hit order, and this is connected to a Clarent PCI compliant credit card form in Service Autopilot, it'll actually pull up the Clarent form and automatically update that with no double entry on your system here. So, and all this stuff is customizable in Simple Estimate. So once again, if we're looking for route density here, we're dropping a new pin every time we get a new client. We're going to send 9 rounds to all the surrounding neighbors, the 9 closest neighbors. And then we're going to be sending that 9 around either a postcard like this or a postcard like this with a QR code. And then we're going into driving it right into Simple Estimate. And that is going to get us the idea of we can go in and plug the information in. We can hit continue. It highlights it. Once we highlight it, we're going to go in and cover in the service area just like this. And for time, I'm going to do just the front yard just as a quick review. We're going to hit save in the upper right-hand corner, and it's calculated that, and boom, the service automatically loads. They can click the lawn mowing, go to the checkout, and the lawn mowing is there, and they can enter their credit card in and pay right online right here with the PCI compliant credit card integration that we've done with Clarent inside Service Autopilot. So if you're looking to go out and build route density, drop us a calendar link here, and we can go in at www.sgecall, where it goes into our calendar if you're interested in talking to one of our team members, where we can actually get you set up with the SendJim automation and Service Autopilot and have that set up to go in right to Simple Estimate to do a live estimate where every time we get a new client, it drops a pin, 9 surrounding homes get a postcard 2 to 3 times. And when they hit this QR code on the actual flyer, that sends them right over to your automated pricing on Simple Estimate based on your pricing and your projected profit. So Callahan's Corner, you ask questions, we answer them live right on Facebook here. Building route density through SendJim and Simple Estimate. We'll see you again later this